going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chunky! I didn't say.
Eat your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a great day so far. Happy Sunday. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I did absolutely nothing this weekend. I was completely lazy. That's my confession. I really didn't do much, which was nice. Anyways, that's how we're gonna start the show. I'm gonna confess to my laziness over the weekend. But I hope you guys had a great weekend. It is Sunday night. We are back, and I've got a good one tonight. It's a little bit of a longer one. This hearing is about an hour and a half long. So yeah, we're probably gonna be going for close to 2 hours tonight. So hopefully you guys don't mind. Anyways, we have a pro se defendant that filed a motion to suppress evidence based on she's being charged with a DUI. It's DUI. I think there's a bunch of other things, a bunch of other factors going in, but it's a DUI. So she filed a motion to suppress the initial traffic stop. So that's where we're at, and that's what we're gonna watch. We're in Ohio, Licking County. I feel like this is the only court I've been playing lately, but we're in Licking County. Judge George. Sorry, I need some water. Oh, I do have some water. Anyways, before I hit that play button, you know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. Let's go. Mayor, thank you so much for the 15 months. I appreciate it. That is awesome, Mayor. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Thank you so much.
All rise, please. Court now reconvene.
Who's it?
Next matter is 25 TRC 3472, State of Ohio versus Jessica Owens. Ms. Owens is present without counsel. Mr. King's here on behalf of the Law Director's Office, and we're scheduled for a suppression hearing today. Ms. Owens, what are you challenging today?
I'm challenging the search of my vehicle, the detention, the seizure, everything.
Excuse me?
The search and seizure and the detention on the night in question. Any evidence obtained from the search and seizure, any statements made.
Okay. So your arrest, you mean, or?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then your statements?
Statements.
As a result of
the field sobriety test.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. King, would you like to make an opening statement?
Just to follow up on that, Your Honor, there was an open container in the console area that was in plain view. That would have justified the search of the interior. I know that there was a search of the trunk area and a gun was recovered. I could care less about that. That's not our...
It's not relevant or admissible in this case?
Not to this case.
Right. Okay.
Other than that, we're ready to go.
Okay.
You guys can't see this? All right. Well, I will remove it from the studio and re-add it. Hold on. What color? Let's try it again. All right, can you see the screen? I'll fast forward a minute. You guys could hear it. Nothing happened yet, but can you guys see it now? I'm going to have to wait about 20 seconds for a reply. All right. I'm just gonna forward it about a minute. Like I said, we haven't really started it yet, so let's just go a little bit. Okay. Sorry guys. I appreciate you guys telling me, and let's continue. Let's go.
Say something in response to what he said? Or
Yeah, go ahead. You want to
Okay.
say something before we do?
I just wanted to say that if
Up too far. Too far.
statements
As a
to
result
field,
of-
yes,
as
to
a
field
result of-
sobriety tests.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. King, would you like to make an opening statement?
Just to follow up on that, Your Honor, there was an open container in the console area that was in plain view that would have justified the search of the interior. I know that there was a search of the trunk area and a gun was recovered. I could care less about that. That's not our,
It's not relevant or admissible
no,
in
not,
this case.
not to this case.
Right. Okay.
Don't do that. My camera's not on. Don't do that. Don't. I am not camera ready tonight. Don't say that. Now I'm terrified. Please tell me that that's not true.
Other than that, we're ready to go.
Okay.
Am I allowed to say something in response to what he said? Or
Yeah, go ahead. You want
Okay.
to say something before we do?
I just wanted to say that if the open container, alleged open container was so important and probable cause for them to search my vehicle, I was never charged with an open container. It was never documented in initial discovery that there was an open container until I made a second request. And then it showed up in discovery that there was an open container with the vial. So if that was the probable cause for them to approach me, detain me, and search my vehicle, why wasn't it ever submitted into evidence in initial discovery, and why wasn't I charged with it?
Okay. Well, we'll hear testimony about that today. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. King, you may call your first witness.
Allison Fairley?
Allison, come on up here.
Yeah, I know. No pants Sunday is absolutely not a thing. It's no pants every evening is a thing. That's the thing that we go for.
Come on, follow me up here. You'll see some steps off to your left. Go up those steps. Remain standing and raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you should give in this case now being heard to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God, or under the penalty of perjury. You have to keep your voice up. We're recording this, okay? You say yes?
Yes.
Okay, have a seat. State your full name and spell your last name.
Allison Fairley.
No, we're not going to listen to this. They're going to ask for an address too. It's just a weird thing to do in this court.
How are you today, ma'am?
Good, how are you?
Have you ever testified before?
No.
If at any point in time I ask you a question you don't understand, just make me repeat it, okay?
Okay.
And then just relax. I wanted to call your attention primarily to April 23rd of 2025. Did you have occasion to observe a vehicle driving down the road that caused you some concern?
Yes.
And why don't you describe for the court what you were observing?
She was erratically driving in between both lanes, swerving in and out, and then hit the curb and was driving on the sidewalk, and then continued to drive erratically even after the tire was popped.
Okay. You indicate at some point in time the vehicle was on the sidewalk?
Yes.
And approximately how long, either in time or distance, did you follow the vehicle?
Good luck, Ed. Have a good night.
I noticed the erratic driving around, like, it was Wendy's. It was like after right around Rose Hill, and all the way up to the corner of Main and Taylor where the Sheets is.
Okay. Do you know?
So maybe like
Go ahead.
2 miles, like
2
2
miles.
miles.
And what roadway were you on?
Main Street, going east.
And that is in the city of
Reynoldsburg.
Licking County, Ohio?
Yes.
And did her driving, you say in between lanes and all that, how many lanes were there eastbound?
2.
And what do you mean by she was swerving within the lanes?
We were both in the far right lane, and I was behind, and she was changing in and out, like swerving in between.
Swerving?
Back and forth, yes.
And when the car that you were observing, did you know who was driving it at that
No.
point? When the car that you observed hit the curb, what happened to the tire?
I thought I heard it pop, but I wasn't sure. And then she came down on the side, and then it's like that rumble noise that it makes. So I rolled down my window a little bit just to see if I could hear it, and it was like the rumble as if you have like a flat tire.
Okay. And where did you follow her to?
The corner of Taylor and Main. I turned left onto Taylor, and she pulled into the Sheets.
The Sheets gas station there?
Yes, correct.
And when you were watching this, did you notify anybody of what you were seeing?
Yes, I called 911, and I was on the phone with the dispatch pretty much the entire time.
The whole length of time that
Yeah,
you were
and
following?
then I told the dispatch that I was turning the opposite way.
Okay.
And they said that was okay.
And were you able to take a photograph of this vehicle?
Yes.
Why did you take the photograph?
When? I'm sorry, when?
Why?
Honestly, to send to my sister. Thank you. It's a white Acura TLX with the license plate accuracy.
I'll need that back. It's just for you to look at.
Oh, okay.
I may approach
You may.
Let me show you what I've marked for identifications as Plaintiff's Exhibit 2 and Plaintiff's Exhibit 3. Can you recognize those?
Correct, yes.
What are those?
Both of them were driving oddly, but the one on the right is the one I called about. It is the white Acura TLX with the license plate accuracy.
So in Plaintiff's Exhibit 2, there are two vehicles, but it's the one on the far right?
Correct, yes.
And how about Plaintiff's Exhibit 3?
Yes. It's the
What
same.
is that?
It's the same car. It's on the right. I moved to the left lane. I didn't feel safe behind it, but
Okay. And you took those photographs, and they're true and accurate copies of the photographs that you made?
yes.
And when did you see that vehicle pull into the Sheets?
I did.
And were you still on the 911 call?
Yes.
And you turned the other way? And,
Yes.
were you there when the police arrived?
No.
Now, at any point in time, did you get to the point where you were able to look at the driver
Yes.
and describe that?
I was concerned for the person if there was something actually wrong. And when I pulled up, the individual had their head down and flipped their head up. And then that's when I was able to see the person.
And is that person in the courtroom today?
Yes.
Pointing out, if you would, to the judge. Woman seated at the other
Yes.
table. If the record would reflect, she's identified
Objection,
the
that was
defendant.
leading the witness.
Overruled. The record reflect. She identified the defendant.
Thank you. Anything else? Nothing further.
Any questions for the witness?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms.
How are you
Owens?
doing, ma'am?
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks. So on the night in question, where were you coming from?
My friend's house.
Your friend's house, and about where is your friend's house located?
Does this?
Yes, Your
in,
Honor,
in Dayton?
in Dayton.
Yes.
So you were traveling eastbound on East Main Street coming from Dayton?
Yes, going home.
And about what time did you leave Dayton?
10:30, I don't know.
And how long is that drive from Dayton to Reynoldsburg?
About 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours.
Yeah.
So you left Dayton at 10:30. It's a 2.5 hour drive, which means you wouldn't have made it to Reynoldsburg till about 1 a.m.
Big In! We got a Big In raid. Thank you so much, Big In. I appreciate it, my friend. Welcome to all the raiders. You guys got here at a good time. We just started a pro se motion hearing. So the pro se defendant filed a motion to suppress the initial traffic stop. That's what we're doing. This is not a bench trial, even though, yeah, I mean, at this point, might as well be. They go through the witnesses, all the evidence. It kind of feels exactly like a bench trial, but it's not. It's a motion to suppress the evidence. So that's where we're at. Big Ed, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Let's go.
No.
No.
It's 70 miles an hour. There's no traffic.
Okay. So you left Dayton.
Steedums, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Big and Raid. Big and Raiders are awesome.
Approximately 10:30 p.m. on Tuesday, April 22nd, correct?
Correct.
So you said the travel time from Dayton to Reynoldsburg is about how long?
2.5 hours, 2.5 hours.
So if you're going 70 miles an hour, as you say, it would take about 2 hours?
Sure.
Sure. So you left Dayton at 10:30 p.m. on
Right.
Tuesday, April 22nd, and you arrived in Reynoldsburg to be on Main Street by 12:13 a.m. to make the call?
Yes.
Okay.
No, this one's not confusing. It's pretty straightforward. It should be only about a 20 to 30-minute hearing, but because we have a pro se defendant who likes to interject and she goes on a couple of rants during the hearing, it lasts a lot longer. But no flow chart. It's like I said, it's pretty straightforward. Real quick, let's catch up. Sparkle Poots, good to see you. Thank you so much for the gifted membership. Welcome to the new member, Mary Smith, for 17 months. Thank you so much, Mary. And Bill for 2 months. Thank you, Bill. I appreciate you guys.
So, and once you got, so did you travel by freeway or did you travel
Yep.
straight down Main? And then what exit did you take?
70, or it's 270 to East Main Street.
How often do you travel to your friend's house in Dayton?
Every once in a while.
Every once in a while. So you're not for sure what exit you took to go home because you made the left on Main Street in Taylor, right? You said you and I parted ways. I went towards the Sheets, correct?
Correct.
And your home is going left on Taylor Road, right?
Correct.
So if you frequently visit your friend's house in Dayton, and this is the route to get home, you don't know for sure what exit you took to see this
270 north
Mhm.
to East Main Street.
to East Main Street. And so you left Dayton at 10:30 p.m. on Tuesday at 10:30, and you made it to Reynoldsburg at after 12 a.m.
Correct.
Okay. And so you get off the freeway, and then what?
I
At what point did you see the accurate TLX?
When we started to go at a light and the car did not go and I honked.
So you honked the horn at the driver of
Correct.
the TLX. And at what location was that?
The red light before it.
What red light was that, ma'am?
I don't know. I don't
Okay.
recall.
So do you know exactly where you were when you took the photo that the prosecution just showed you of of the TLX?
The
Where
traffic
exactly
light
were-
of East Main Street and Jackson Street.
East Main Street in Jackson,
Yep.
downtown Reynoldsburg?
Correct.
Okay, so what I want to know is at what point did you get behind the TLX getting
I was
off?
behind it all the way since Rose Hill, where the Wendy's is
Okay,
when I
since
really
Rose Hill.
noticed.
Okay, and then at what point did you decide to take the photo? Was it before you called law enforcement or after?
Before.
So you took the photo before you called law enforcement?
Yep.
Okay, and then at approximately 12:13, as the officer's report say, you made a call to dispatch, and what was your report?
I was concerned about a driver that was driving erratically.
Erratically, and what did you describe to the dispatcher what was going on?
She was swerving in and out of the 2 lanes, going really slow, then speeding up, slamming on her brakes.
There's not much to a story to it. My channel has been called Cool with Colin since I started it, but my personal name has been Colin Definitely Not Cromwell, and that's been kind of how you find my channel. That was a long name. There was a history behind that name, and I'm just trying to make everything one. So Cool with Colin, it was my channel name. Now it's my name. Not really much of a story to it. Just Colin Definitely Not Cromwell is way too long for the title of a channel. So, and the worst part about it is you had no idea what the channel was about. You still don't really know what Cool with Colin's about, but at least it's not just a random name. Like, oh, we're gonna go hang out with this guy. All right. Chris, thank you so much for the wait. I already thanked you, didn't I? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Nope. Chris, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Welcome to the 5 new members. Good to see you, Chris. And I guess I will use this, Aaron. Thank you so much. Oh, you you were affected by the YouTube returning the at names. I still don't know why they do it on my channel. I really don't. But thank you so much, Mayor. 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, Mayor. Welcome to the 5 new members. And Kimberly, pro se working my nerves penalty fee. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And yes, we're just getting started. We're just getting started too.
Driving on the curb, driving with a flat tire.
Okay. And at what point did you notice the flat tire? Was it before you took the picture or after you took
Before.
the picture?
It was
Before
right
you
when it
noticed.
happened, when the person hit the curb.
So at what point between Rose Hill and Sheets, at what point did you take the picture and notice the flat tire? When did you notice?
I didn't take the picture because of the flat tire.
Okay.
And I took the photo at the intersection of Jackson Street and East Main Street.
Okay. And at that point, did you notice the flat tire?
I could hear it.
You can hear it. And then where did you notice the car going on the sidewalk?
Between the Wendy's and the Easy drive-through drink place.
Okay. And was there anything else unusual about the vehicle?
No,
Nothing else unusual that would?
other than the license plate was accuracy.
Okay. And then what about the passengers in the vehicle? Did you notice anyone in the back
Nope.
or in the front seat?
No,
You didn't see anyone else in the vehicle?
no,
Did you look for anyone else in the
no,
vehicle?
I wasn't concerned about
You
anyone
were seeing
else.
the driver. Okay. Are you trained in OVI investigation or to tell if a driver is impaired? Are you trained in that area?
No.
To know specifically? So what else besides your state?
All right. I don't know if I gave a quick summary when big and rated. So I know I did kind of, but right now, the person on the stand is a witness. This witness called the police because she noticed that the defendant was driving erratically. She essentially said, "Hey, can you go check on this person? I think they might be drunk." That's essentially what happened. The prosecution called her as a witness, and that's why she's here. The person that's asking the questions right now is the pro se defendant, pretty much asking her life story from like the day before this happened till up until the arrest apparently. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. Mimi, thank you so much for the super sticker. Very generous of you. Thank you.
Being about the driving and the vehicle going on the sidewalk. What else about the driver that made you suspect intoxication?
It had nothing to do with the driver. It was the safety of others around
Okay. So did you?
and the erratic driving.
So at any point did you notice the driver consuming any alcohol?
No.
Did you notice the driver incoherent or not able to pay attention to the road?
The person's head was down when I pulled up next to them, and they flipped their head up. So at that point, that made me realize that they were not coherently there.
Okay. Thank you for your testimony, ma'am.
Thanks.
Mr. King.
Do you recall the exact time that you phoned this in?
No, it was in the 12 o'clock hour. I think the photo said like 12:23 when I
Okay.
took it. It's in.
Could it have
the-
been sooner than that?
Probably.
Okay. And were you able to get the license plate? Those are kind of blurry. Were you ever able to radio the license plate in?
To dispatch?
Yes.
Correct, yes, multiple times.
Nothing further.
Max, another question.
Yep.
So did you provide a
Hey, is this the one and only Mimi? Since YouTube changed your name, I don't know. But if it is really good to see you. When you said that super sticker, I didn't want to ask, but I feel like the kisses and be merry is something that the OG Mimi would say. I feel like that's bad. That's rude to say, but I'm just checking. I hope it is you, and it is good to see you. If it is. Daybens, thank you so much for the late fee. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, let's keep going.
physical description of the individual driving?
No,
And if you were able to give a physical description, how would you describe the driver?
a black woman?
Anything else significant?
No,
So just a black woman?
correct.
Is what the description. So when the prosecution asked you to identify the person driving, you were able to identify me as the driver because I'm a black woman,
Because of your eyelashes.
because of my eyelashes?
Yes.
So from,
Also, I can recall things.
as like what?
You had blondish.
Yes, I my car is fixed. I have it back, and just in time too, because I will be going up to see Mr. Magoo in Judge Simpson's courtroom on Thursday. So perfect timing. Also, thank you guys all for helping. I do appreciate it. You guys are all awesome. Love Mozzie. Thank you so much for becoming a new member. Welcome to the family. Thank you.
Hair in the vehicle, and you had very long eyelashes, and you can see a side profile when you drive up next to a vehicle.
And so, did you notice any hazard lights on the vehicle?
No,
You didn't see any hazard lights?
no.
So in the picture, the prosecution provided me with a black and gray photo, Your Honor. I was trying to get a clear view of the color picture. I would like to see if it's in your phone or a video, but from what it looks like in the black and white, my hazard lights are pretty much flashing.
They are not.
They were. You can see it in that. Do you have video?
Objection, Your Honor, that's not a question.
Okay.
It's just arguing.
Okay. Do you have a video of, so you don't have a video of the car going over the sidewalk, as you say, you don't have it swerving in and out of lane? You don't have a video of any of that?
No.
But you have a photo of my vehicle with flashing hazard lights maintaining its lane, correct?
No.
At that point in that photograph, that vehicle to the right is maintaining its lane. It's not left of center, it's not right of center.
Correct.
So if you've seen something to show your sister, there's nothing alarming about that but a nice license plate, right? Because it matches the model of the car. But there's nothing fascinating about that picture except the hazard lights. So why would you want to send that to your sister, like, look at this car? Unless I would have sent personally, wouldn't you want your sister to see the vehicle going over the curb? That's something to photo.
I don't film and drive.
Okay, but you were able to pull the camera out and take a picture.
We were at a red light and it turned green. You two continued to go. I was still stopped.
So it was two individuals in the car, correct?
There's two cars.
Oh, the two vehicles. So we continued to go and you stopped at the red light, at the green light, or at the red light?
It was a red light we were all stopped at.
Mm-hmm.
You two, the two cars in front of me began to go. I stayed back and I took a picture. Also, it was erratic driving. I don't want to be close.
I understand that, but why didn't you capture an image of the erratic driving? Because what you have here is not evidence of
I was worried about-
Objection, Your Honor. Whether it's evidence or isn't evidence is up to the court. They're just arguing at this point in time.
All I'm saying, Your Honor, she's very descriptive.
Why didn't you break a law and record me while you were driving? You didn't do that. So everything the witness said, throw it out. We can't confirm this.
On a lot of details of what she saw as erratic driving. However, she documented and captured images of a car maintaining its lane with the hazard lights on. And she claims to not have seen the hazard lights, but it's in the photo, but she was able to see all of this other erratic driving.
She answered your question.
Okay.
She didn't see hazard lights.
All right.
Any other questions?
No, sir.
Okay. You may step down. You can give it
Just
back.
leave them up there.
Yeah, just leave them up there and I'll get them.
The car next one is
Thank you. Officer Shively.
Right up there to the witness stand, please. Go right up those steps, remain standing. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm testimony you just give in this case now being here to be the truth?
Yes, I do.
The whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help you God, or
Yep.
penalty of perjury.
Yes, I do.
Have a seat. State your full name, spell your last name.
All right, we're gonna mute through this again. All right, you walked away. I think we're done.
3076.
Thank you.
may proceed.
Thank you. You're employed by the Reynoldsburg Police Department.
That is correct.
How long have you been so employed?
Going on 9 years now.
Any law enforcement experience prior to that time?
Yes, I was a police officer at the Howe University Police Department for 3 years and a federal border patrol agent for 6 years prior to that.
And I want to call your attention to April 23rd, 2025. Were you working that night
Yes, I was.
or early morning? You recall what shift you would have been working?
It's our night shift, which is 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Did your duties include the enforcement of the traffic laws within the city of Reynoldsburg?
Yes, it is.
Were you dressed in the uniform of the day similar to what you're wearing now?
Yes, it was.
Were you operating a plainly marked Reynoldsburg police cruiser with all required markings, lights, including the working overhead light bar?
Yes.
The cruiser, was there any video equipment that you had available to you?
My body-worn camera,
Okay. And how was that activated?
it's activated. We wear it on our chest. Anytime we respond to a call, we press the button and proceed forward.
And are you capable of editing that, changing that, or anything of that nature?
No.
And you are wearing that body camera on the date and time in question?
Correct.
What's a CAD report?
CAD report is, as a call comes into the department, it is what the dispatch is entering into the system. So as it's in real time, as it's happening, if a call comes in, it gives essentially a timestamp as what's happening.
And are you
Yes, but we're not going to get to see it. Just as usual with this court, they play it for everyone in the courtroom. We can just hear it. You can kind of see it on Judge George's monitor, and that's it. But they are going to play it, so we're going to be able to hear what happens.
able to review that while seated in your cruiser?
Yes.
And does dispatch also talk to you?
Yes.
I'm in Roach.
You may.
Let me hand you Plaintiff's Exhibit 5. What is that?
This is the CAD report.
And does it indicate the time a phone call came in regarding an erratic driver?
Yes, it does.
And what time was that?
Approximately 15 minutes after. It's 00:15:21 after on the 23rd. First time call.
And does it say how long the call lasts or whether there are multiple calls?
There's multiple updates to it as it progresses. So it's a little after midnight, up until the point where the code 3 takes place. Everything's entered in.
What's a code 3?
Code 3 time is time of arrest.
Okay. Now, what training have you had with regard to people consuming alcohol and being impaired by alcohol?
I have been through the new NHTSA training as well as I am A-Right certified.
And you say the new NHTSA manual, you mean the 2023 NHTSA manual?
Correct.
Yeah, Coach. Gotta just keep approaching without.
Sure.
Let me hand you what I've marked for identification purposes. That is Plaintiff's Exhibit 1. Can you identify that document?
Yes, this is it's a manual.
Is that the 2023 version of the NHTSA manual?
Yes, it is.
And had you ever encountered impaired drivers prior to April 23rd, 2025?
Yes.
Approximately how many? It's a tough question, but any idea?
300 maybe.
Now, at about, after midnight, between 12:13 and 12:30, did you come into contact with an individual later known to you as Jessica M. Owens?
Yes.
Is she in the courtroom today?
Yes, she is.
Point her out for the court if you would.
Miss Owens.
Where'd you come into contact with her at?
At Sheets on East Main Street.
Is that in the city of Reynoldsburg, Licking County, state of Ohio?
Yes, it is.
And what brought you to that Sheets restaurant?
The call that we received it came in as a possible impaired driver heading eastbound on East Main Street.
And did you have the license number of that vehicle?
Yes.
And did it say anything about any mechanical malfunctions on that vehicle?
That it was riding on its wheel.
And did you locate that vehicle?
Yes, we did.
Where did you locate it at?
Backed in directly in front of the Sheets store.
And when did you discover Ms. Owens?
I located Miss Owens inside of the Sheets.
Okay. Do you know what she was doing inside? Was she shopping? What?
Miss Owens was on her cell phone. I believe she was calling for a ride.
For a ride?
Yes.
Was the car drivable the way it was with the tire?
No.
How would you describe the damage to the tire?
Completely destroyed. The tire was shredded.
And did you make any other observations about her, such as her speech, her eyes, balance, things of that nature?
I don't know how you were the first person to say that. The second he said Sheets is a restaurant, I was like, eh. I mean, they serve food, but it's a gas station. I mean, I guess they do have a menu. They have a kitchen, so I guess you can call it a restaurant. But it's a gas station first, then a convenience store, then they just happen to sell like fast food items. So yeah, I mean, I guess.
Yes.
And what did you notice?
On initial contact, there was definitely the strong odor of alcohol emitting from Miss Owens. She had super red and bloodshot eyes. She was very uneasy on her feet.
Notice anything about her speech?
Yeah, she did have slurred speech right off of the.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think anyone would call it a restaurant. I mean, I know people that love the food though, but it's just it's crap food. It's fast food. It is like you get hot dogs and I don't know anything fried. Pretty much is what they have. Yeah, I don't know. It has its cult following. It's fine. Well, I will tell you when I'm on road trips though, if I see a Sheets and I need gas, that's always what I pick because they're always clean. They're always I mean they're big, they're clean. Yeah, it's easy to get in and out. So that's what I pick. Yeah, it's no Bucky's. You're right. It's no Bucky's. And I'm not trying to compare it to Bucky's at all. Not the same thing. But it's yeah, it's still yeah, I don't know. They're still nice gas stations.
And did she say where she had been?
Yes, throughout my encounter with Miss Owens, she repeatedly said either to me or on the phone that she was coming from Bradshaw's.
And did you ask her if she consumed any alcoholic beverage?
Yes, I did.
And what did she say?
She did admit to drinking alcohol that night.
Anything else that may have impaired a driver?
Yes, there was marijuana that was located inside of the vehicle as well.
And how about her face? Her eyes, her face, how did they appear?
Super red shot blood, watery eyes.
In the face?
Yes.
How did the face appear?
More glazed. Her eyes were glazed.
And so when you located her, what did you do next?
Miss Owens was located inside of Sheets, and then initial contact with the vehicle, there was an open container in the console between the driver and passenger seat. As Officer Shams conducted a search of the vehicle, I began conducting a OVI investigation with Miss Owens.
And what did that investigation consist of?
The SFSTs we ran through, the walk and turn, the one leg stand, and the vertical nystagmus.
And those are the standardized field performance tests?
Correct.
Did you also do any non-standardized field performance tests?
Yes, I believe I asked our what would be considered our exit interview questions, which was the count from 68 to 52 and the alphabet from D to B.
And did you administer those to the defendant?
Yes.
How does she do on those two?
Not well.
And what do you mean by not well? Do you remember?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Okay.
Without reviewing the video.
And speaking of that, is your screen on?
Yes, it is.
Your screen on.
Your screen's on, correct?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
What are we looking at here?
All right. Phil said it earlier. I think it was Phil. Phil said headphone check. I'm going to turn the volume down on my side, but every time they play audio or video from this court, it is super loud to us. I will check the audio. I'll turn it down, but just don't let it scare you because it's going to happen here in a minute.
This is the.
Speaking of Phil, he gifted memberships. Let's call out Phil. Phil, thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. I appreciate it. Welcome to the 5 new members. Thank you so much, Phil.
Walk up to Sheets. This is my body camera, I believe. Yep.
Got your name on it.
I even knew it was coming and I was too late on it. All right, volume down. Volume way down.
We located in front of Sheets that belong to Miss Owens.
See, I had the volume at like 2%, which is why it's so low. And I want to turn it back up so we can hear them talk, but then it's going to go right back to it. It's hard. Yeah, see, play the video, then ask questions. Come on, you're killing me here.
There she is.
Hello. Are you Jessica? Is that your car? No? Oh. I'm really 12.
Okay.
Hey, what's a,
It's gonna be this. I bet you it's this blonde walking around in here on her phone.
already?
No.
I want to go back. How did you know that was the particular vehicle involved?
So.
All right, I agree with that. Instead of me turning the volume up and down while this is going on, I'm just going to leave it at this. It's low, but you guys can still hear it. You guys can adjust your own. I don't want to blow out anyone's eardrums. We're going to be going back and forth to this for like the next 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm going to leave it at this. I'm sorry, guys. I think it's the best decision, though.
I had not run the plates yet, and I don't typically like to use this term the term we say somebody's drunk, but I could see Mrs. Owens from standing outside of the glass looking at her, and had reason to believe, I guess, that she was the person that had been inside of that vehicle. She looked like she was coming from a bar.
Well, the vehicle, did it match the description you had been provided through the CAD?
It also we had a description of a black female, but
I'm talking about the vehicle.
yes,
So it matched, was there a flat tire on it?
yes. Yeah.
It wasn't called a black male, and there was dreads. Who was watching us when we walked up, and I don't see him anymore.
Okay. That one right there. Yeah. I mean, she's like, I need to order some food.
How you doing? Yeah, can we talk to you outside real quick?
So, we got a call about you essentially pulling into the sheets here, possibly being impaired. So here we are.
Not impaired. My tire is impaired. My tire.
Just couldn't stay here with us for right now. What happened to your tire?
I don't know. My treads probably got bad.
Here, come on over here with us.
Come on over here. Come on.
This is the vehicle.
Okay, stay here with us for a minute.
It's not the tire, it's this tire.
Yeah, just hang out.
Stay here with
over
us.
here up on the sidewalk, okay? Other than the open container alcohol inside the vehicle, is there anything illegal inside there?
No.
No drugs? No weapons of any kind? No? Okay. I have probable cause to search your vehicle, so I'm going to do that, okay?
Please do.
There's nothing illegal inside there?
No.
Okay. All right, just hang out.
Stay back here with me.
No.
You gotta stay back here, okay?
Yeah, you're good. But yeah,
Stay back here.
Yeah.
Stay back here. I see it. It's okay. Stay back here with me for a minute.
After your search, are you going to be able to help me with that flat? Probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah, you just want to make sure I'm not doing nothing illegal. I get it.
Do you have somebody you can call to get you?
Yeah, that's what I was just sitting here doing.
And then kind of deal with it tomorrow if it goes that direction?
Yeah. Actually, I got a lift on the way to drive me. What did he say?
No, I mean, I can get them in the vehicle.
All right, let's catch up on some super chats real quick. Cheshire Cat, thank you so much. Looks like I'll be turning on CC now. Yeah. Hopefully the CC is working. It's not appearing on mine. I have it on my channel. I don't know if it's actually on though. I don't. Sparkle Poots, excellent call. Thank you. And Danette, thank you so much. My tires are impaired, not me. Absolutely. That's one of my favorite sayings of the night. I'm not impaired. My tire's certainly impaired. It's hilarious. Yeah, you're driving on your rim. Tony V, thank you so much for becoming a new member. I appreciate it. Welcome to the family. All right, it's not working. The CC Willow Savage. Is it? Hold on. No, not Willow Savage. Willow's Verge. I try to give you a new name real quick. 12 months, 1 year. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Congratulations on your anniversary. And thank you. That is awesome. Thank you. 12 months. Yeah. All right. Let's keep going.
Just grab some gloves real quick for my partner here.
Oh, I don't like that at all. Because if they came out with it first, so when I got monetized about 2 years ago, that's when I made the name Cooligans. So hopefully I was first, so they don't come out. It's fine. It's something I named our group of members. I don't think that's any copyright anything, but I don't like it. I don't like it. I thought it was unique here, but oh well. I guess it's not that unique. We'll get over it.
Come down if you want.
It's not a recent like he's saying.
He said if we need him to, he'd come. Stay on I'm back here with you.
No, I'm not gonna go in the car.
Stay back. You can't.
I'm trying to look at the tire.
Just wait,
Like,
you can't. He doesn't know what you're doing.
my mechanic just asked me to text him a picture of what
Okay,
my
we'll sit
tire
here in
is.
just a minute. We gotta get through this part first. What did you hit?
No, she's trying to suppress the entire stop. That's what she's trying to suppress, not just the video. The entire stop. I feel like there was something else. Nope.
I don't think I hit anything. I think all my tires been on low air for the past couple weeks.
Yeah.
It's mostly been that tire.
Yeah.
And then it's just kind of like, I don't know if I hit something or,
Gotcha.
I don't know, but it's kind of like blowed out. I think the treads is getting low or something. And that is, so I live with my grandma, so I can't drink in her house, and I was drinking earlier in her driveway. That's why that's there, but I don't drink in the driveway.
Okay.
I was there from earlier.
I already know, Kfar. I already know. So whatever you're about to tell me, I already know. So you can tell me something else instead. So pick something else that's at random and then tell me. But the first thing, I already know. I crack myself up. What? I give up.
So marijuana is considered a narcotic nowadays? Because he said I had narcotics. I'm like, you talking about cocaine?
I mean, it's legal. It's still technically a narcotic.
Yeah.
But it's legal.
Weed's always been a narcotic? I didn't know that.
Just not allowed to smoke it in your car.
That's funny. I ain't smoked since this morning. I'm ready to go home and smoke. Like,
Right?
it's been a day. What exactly is he looking for?
So, just since you had...
I am so tired of Eric Martin. I honestly am. He's the best thing that's ever happened to my channel, though. People love watching him, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm ready for him to just be a law-abiding citizen, so I never have to cover him again. But yeah, if he comes back, I'll cover him.
The open container in the vehicle, he's going to do a full search.
Cause.
Yeah, probable cause to do a full search. So, got to do A to Z there.
As you can see, my Uber is 1 minute away.
Okay, we'll get it figured out here. You might have to wait just a minute.
I get it. Oh my God, my power burning. He just checked my lip gloss. That's funny.
You got to stay right here with me for right now.
I'm trying to get on the Wi-Fi so I can come on.
Okay, I'll walk in with you, all right? All right. you have a valid driver's license? Is it in the vehicle?
Sparkle Poots, thank you so much for the super chat. No, Colin, even if he comes back, ignore it. There's nothing new with him. Yeah, that's so much easier said than done. I'm gonna be sitting there on a it might be Tuesday. I'll be sitting there struggling to find a video to put together, and then he pops up. I know the video is gonna do well, so it's sometimes I got to sell out for Eric Martin, but yeah, I know Sparkle Poots. I know. I honestly have no idea. I've never played a video that had this kind of music on. I haven't gotten an email yet. They haven't taken down the stream yet, so I don't know. I honestly don't know. Am I a little worried? Yeah, maybe. It's in my head. Worst case scenario, I don't monetize the live tonight. That's it. But this is still a good video, so we're going to continue watching it.
I've been anti-mobile service for the past 4 months, so.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so anywhere, Wi-Fi's and hotspots is the new payphones for me.
Gotcha.
Like, I'm not playing with them.
Where are you coming from?
I went over to this spot to study. I got finals in 2 weeks, so I just wanted to go sit somewhere to study.
Okay.
My grandma got my kids, and I got a flat leaving from where I was at. Can you put air in it? Oh, friend.
Oh, that thing's shredded.
It's done. I guess I already caught it.
I'm assuming that's your Uber right there, right?
Yeah, my lift.
Your lift or whatever. Okay, hang on a second.
You looking at the same place, bro. It's nothing in there. It's a flat tire. That's all it is. You looking at the same purse. Ain't nothing in there. Girl, why pull over? Where you at? You on Mad Debris? Okay, you got time for a long story short? Okay. How's that, baby? Nothing. So I left Bradshaw. I promise you, I finished all of my homework. And then I get home, I'm on my way to Bethesda, and my right tire fucking, I don't know what happened, but it blew out. So I pull up in the streets, get on a Wi-Fi, give me a lift, park that bitch. Like, I'm not worried about nothing. I can park it, get a lift, get home, get back to it in the morning. So I'm in there, I had to pee. I wanted to go pee. I come out the bathroom. 2 police officers like, "Are you Jesse Owens?" "Yes, sir." "Yes, sir, I'm Jesse Owens." I don't know. They got a call. So I'm sitting here outside the sheets. Bitch, I'm outside the sheets. He's looking for, you know how the law go now. They're looking for a duvet. They're looking for a probable cause. Like, I was like, bro, I got a flat tire. I was trying to do my homework. Ain't shit going wrong. Like, so that's what's going on. Right, Bradshaw's? I didn't. I started to.
Sheets called the police on you.
Huh?
Sheets called the police
Oh, sheets, yeah.
Somebody here called them on?
It's my tire was just like tripping. So I'm like, let me pull in here. And I try to pull in to get air. And I'm like, when I seen it, I'm like, nah, this shit ain't got no probability of getting no air. So I just ordered me a lift and I just backed it in. I'm like, I'll just deal with it tomorrow. But before I can even get out the bathroom, they like, oh, whatever. Hold on. Oh, that's in my room. I don't know. He said sheets called them. And then I had, I can't drink in my grandma's house, so I had that can sitting in the front seat. And they was, I don't know. I don't even know how they even looked at my car while I was in the bathroom. But, yeah. I'm just sitting here waiting for him to search, and he just going through my purse and doing all this and that. But I'm good. But I think my list is, I'm like right here on like maintenance teller, but my list is calling me. So hold on, real quick.
Hang on, stay right here. Stay here. Okay, come on. Hang on.
Please don't touch me.
If I had to put my hands on you again, I'm going to put you in handcuffs. You're not listening, okay? We got called here because we're essentially doing an investigation, all right? I need you to follow. You are being detained right now, okay?
No, I
Go
get
ahead and
that.
step back up here on the sidewalk like Officer Shams told you like several times, okay? Step back up here.
You want to just run through the 35 real quick?
What's the 35?
Your OVI investigation. Your operating vehicle on terrorism.
Oh, I get that.
Okay?
I'll do that. Go ahead and put your phone away, okay?
You want to walk over to the car? They have a
Yeah, that's fine.
for you. We're going to walk over here on this, please.
Go ahead and put your phone away.
Can I cancel my list?
Whatever you got to do, you can. Where's he at?
I don't know. I'm just trying to figure. They're calling me, and I'm trying to find out where it's at. Turn off your entry location. Free reset? Nothing, bitch. I just pulled into the fucking sheets because my tire went flat, and they said somebody called them. I don't know. But my list just called me.
I'm going to give you about 20 more seconds here, okay?
Stay on the phone with me, babe.
So go ahead and put your phone away. We're going to go ahead and head over here, okay? We're going to head over to the front of the cruiser. I'm going to ask you a series of questions. So the other part of this is that somebody called in a drunk driver, so we have to do an OVI investigation, all right? So my cruiser's right over here, 277. I'm going to have you step into the front of that vehicle, okay? I'm Officer Shively. My badge number is 169. Shively. My badge number is 169. Yep, go ahead and step right here for me. All right, I'm going to ask you a few questions, okay? Stand right here for me. Stand right here for me. First thing I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you count backwards from 68 to 53, okay? Starting at 68 to 53. Yep.
68, 67, 66, 65, 64, 63, 62, 61, 60, 59, 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52. What number you want me to stop at?
I asked you to stop. Do you remember where I asked you to stop at?
I don't.
Okay. We'll do an easier
I'm at 51, I'm at
Okay.
50,
Yep.
49, 48, 47, 46.
All right, you went far beyond what I asked you to stop at. We'll do an easier one, okay? Are you familiar with the English alphabet?
Of course.
Okay, we're going to start with the letter D as in David and end at the letter V as in Victor. So starting with the letter D, ending with the letter V. Can you go ahead and do that for me?
A, B, C, D. The first letter you want me to start with. D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X. I don't remember what number you want me to start at.
All right, so I asked you to go from the letter D to the letter V. All right, so you did A, B, C, D, then you went from D, I think, and you ended at X. All right?
Okay.
I am going to check your eyes really quick. All right, I want you to focus on the tip of my pen here. Does that look close?
What are you going to do now?
All right, of course. I'm going to turn the volume back up just for us to get our eardrums blown out again.
VGN of her eyes. Check her eyes.
The HCN?
Yes.
Oh, I think I got it. I saw the prosecutor go to hit the play button.
And how many total clues
Ah!
are there when you administer the HGN?
6.
And when you administered the HGN to the defendant, how many clues did you get?
6.
Did you also check for vertical?
Yes.
And was vertical present?
Yes.
And did you do the HGN and vertical in accordance with your training as well as the NHTSA manual?
The 15 inch.
Man, he's super quick with that. Sparkle Poots, all together now. Bless her heart. Thank you so much, Sparkle Poots. I appreciate it.
Just from your face?
I don't measure, but I can see it.
Keep using your eyes and your eyes only. I want you to follow the tip of my pen, okay? Okay, try to keep your head still for me, okay?
My head staying still?
For the most part.
Yes. I thought I had my contacts in. What do you want me to do? Like,
Bless her heart. Thank you, Jedi. Very generous of you. This is what I don't mean. This is this is what I mean. This is what I don't mean. This is what I mean. This seems like a full-on bench trial. They're going through all the evidence. They have the witnesses, and it's just a motion to suppress hearing. So they're gonna go for the bench trial, and it's gonna be the exact same thing.
That's what you're doing.
you're asking, I'm like, what do you want me to do? Are you still on the phone? Okay, I'm like, what did they want me to do?
She's focused for me.
I'm focusing. I can see my area.
Okay, 4 more passes.
Okay. Don't move my head, right?
Try to keep that head still.
It's straight. I see you, babe. Why you doing extra stuff, bro?
This is part of the deal here.
I get it. This is my first sobriety test.
Try to keep your head still for me, okay?
It's still.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Hold on, let me bring it back up. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Yeah, we're gonna go see Magoo on Thursday, and hopefully it's in front of Judge Simpson. I think it's gonna be. I double checked it, and it does say the judge of record is Judge Freshour, but then when I went back and I watched the last Judge Simpson hearing with him, he didn't say in front of Judge Freshour. He just said he was adjourning the PCC till the 7th. So I'm hopeful it's going to be in front of Judge Simpson. Yeah, I think I used my words correctly. But William, thank you so much.
All right, we're going to do one more, okay? We're going to go up.
What do you want?
Keep it, yeah, you're
Explain.
doing good.
No. Don't
Follow
tell
with
me
your
what to do. Explain what me to do.
Yep, just follow with your eyes.
Okay.
That's what you're doing. All right, one more time. Okay. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is the walk and turn.
Based upon your training experience, is the HGN a good predictor of impairment?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Help me.
Yep. So
Do I have to consent to it? Like,
this part you do.
It's so goofy.
This part
like,
you do. Yeah. This part you have to essentially have to do. Okay. So go ahead and take about 5 steps away from the cruiser there, towards me.
5 steps.
Yep, towards me.
Left foot, right foot.
Just come towards me 5 steps so I can get you started here. Right there. That'll work right there. Perfect. All right. This is what I'm gonna have you do. We're gonna walk an imaginary line. Okay. Walk an imaginary line. I'm going to turn sideways to demonstrate the test for you. You're going to place your left foot on that imaginary line. You're going to place your right foot in front of it, touching heel to toe, and place your hands down at your side. I want you to get in this position and stay there until I tell you to begin. Go ahead.
So one foot in front of the other.
Left foot on the line. Right foot in front of it, touching heel to toe. I want you to stay in that position.
Your Honor, the Earth is spinning at 1,000 miles per hour while it's going around the sun at 100,000 miles per hour, how in the world do you expect me to walk in a straight line? I want to see someone say that just to see the officer laugh. I think it would cause a chuckle.
Position until I tell you to begin. You're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps down and 9 heel-to-toe steps back, watching your feet while counting out loud. This is what it's going to look like.
Wait, slow down, sir.
Okay.
Officer, what?
Shively.
Shively.
All right.
You said take 9 steps.
Yep. 9 steps down and 9 steps back while watching your feet and counting out loud. This is what it's going to look like.
So 9 that way, 9 this way.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, hold your questions till the end here, okay? So
Trying to get an understanding of what you want from me.
left foot on the right line, right foot in front of it, touching heel to toe. You're going to take 9 heel to toe steps down and 9 heel to toe steps back, counting your steps out loud while watching your feet. This is what it's going to look like.
Show me.
1, 2, 3. Once you get to your 9th step, you're going to keep your lead foot planted on the ground. You're going to take a series of several small steps, turning back around, taking 9 heel to toe steps back while watching your feet and counting out loud. 1, 2, 3. I did 3 steps down and 3 steps back. You're going to do 9 steps down and 9 steps back. Once you begin the exercise, I do not want you to stop until you have completed. Do you have any questions for me?
Kind of, but I'll go.
Do you understand the instructions? Okay, left foot on the line, right foot in front of it, touching heel to toe.
Left foot on line.
Right foot in front of it, touching heel to toe.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then turn around.
Keeping you just how I instructed you. All right.
How many clues are there on a walk and turn test? And how many jokes?
8.
All right. It was really low at the start of that question, but the question was, how many clues are there on a walk and turn test? The officer said 8. How many did you observe? 8. So yeah, she failed that one miserably. We're not allowed to say she failed it. It's not a pass fail, but she hit every single point that she didn't want to hit. Let's just say it that way.
First sobriety test, so I don't even know, like...
Yeah, how do you think you're doing?
I don't know, because it's my first one, but...
Yeah.
You saying, like...
On a scale of 1 being completely sober and 10 being blackout drunk, where do you think you are on that scale?
Like a 2?
Like a 2?
I haven't even had nothing to drink, so I'm like, what do you want me to do?
Okay. All right, so
flat tire.
we're going to do one more exercise. All right, we're going to place your heels together and hands down at your side.
I just got charged $5 for my lift. Bro,
all right.
If I was drunk, I'd have got a lift from where I was at.
We'll make sure you get home safe tonight, okay?
What do you want me to do now?
I want you to put your heels together and place your hands down at your side. You're gonna raise 1 foot of your choosing, approximately 6 inches off the ground. You're gonna count in a fashion of 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, until I tell you to stop.
Sir, I can't.
Okay.
I'm not needed. No, listen, I'm not needed. I'm on my period.
Okay.
And I don't know what's going on. I'm like nervous. It's my first time, like,
would you like
in this situation. So it's like, you telling me
so this is
to remember your directions and then do what you want me to do.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm like, bro, I don't want to fuck up. But say it again, and I'll do my best.
Okay, let's get through this one more time, all right? We'll give you one more opportunity.
Okay, wait. Can you help me out? This will help my confidence.
Sure.
Did I do okay?
No, she didn't say she was pregnant. She said she's on her period, is what she said. That's what she said. Yeah, and I think the officer responded to that perfectly. Okay, let's do the test now.
Okay, on whatever you just did.
I'll tell you after you do this one, okay?
No. It's like, what are you looking for?
What was your full name?
Jesse Owens.
Jesse Owens, Miss Owens. Let's get through this last one, okay? And then we'll go. Okay, I want you to place your heels together. Place your hands down at your side. You're going to raise 1 foot of your choosing, approximately 6 inches off the ground. Ma'am, Focus here, focus, okay?
That's my backup.
Okay. You're gonna count in a fashion of 1001, 1002, 1003.
Any leg of my shoes in, lift it up, and count to what number?
Until I tell you to stop. This is what it's gonna look like, okay?
You want me to hold
let me demonstrate it. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1006, 1007, 1008, 1009, 1010, 1011, 1012, 1013. Yeah, just like this. You see how I'm doing it? Just like that. Until I tell you to stop.
Okay, Frank.
Hang on, hang on.
Don't record me.
You've been recorded the entire time. I need this for time, okay?
Performance anxiety.
All right.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was me, if my audio just skipped, or if you just skipped to number 5. I would prove that I'm completely just if she skips to number 5 when she counts it, I think that'd be hilarious. And also, I'd be like, officer, you missed the number 5. Are you drunk right now? Should you be driving? Should you be at work right now? Yeah. Lots of questions on that one.
Ready?
So lift one foot up for
As soon as you raise your foot, it'll begin. Hands down at your side. Try to raise one foot of your choosing.
Maybe my left side is the best side.
Don't hurt yourself.
I'm like, bro, I'm not needed. How do you want me to balance one leg?
Just how I showed you. I got all this gear on. I did it with no problem.
Yeah, but are you not needed to bow-legged? Like, what are you?
All right, Miss Owens. So at this point in time, I am going to place you under arrest for operating a motor vehicle under impairment, okay?
She ever complete the one-leg stand?
No.
Why did you place her under arrest?
Probable cause for her impaired driving, the results of the SFST's totality of circumstances.
And did you form an opinion as to whether or not she was under the influence of alcohol?
Very much so.
And did you form an opinion as to whether she would test above the legal limit of .08?
What do you think, Rob? Could you get her off this DUI? What do you think? What do you think, Rob?
Yes.
Just a couple of other things. The portion of the body camera that we saw, is that true and accurate of your interaction with her on the date and time in question?
Yes, it is.
The NHTSA manual, is that a true and accurate copy of the 23 manual?
Yes.
And the CAD report that I asked you about, is that a true and accurate copy of what transpires on the CAD report?
Yes, it is.
That you would have had available to you?
Yes.
Nothing further.
Ms. Owens, any questions for the officer?
Yes, how you doing, Officer Shively?
How you doing, Miss Owens?
I'm doing good, thanks. I'm just gonna kind of backtrack everything. There was a lot that I seen. First of all, did you ever?
Actually, before we get into her questions, Mayor, thank you so much for your super chat towards the pizza next month. I can't wait. Thank you so much, Mayor. Also, Vic, thank you so much for the Venmo. I appreciate it. You were awesome. Thank you.
Observed me enter or exit the vehicle at any point?
No, I did not.
Okay. Oh, one other question. Where is the other arresting officers today?
Officer Shams is sick. Officer Lee was sent home. He just observed it.
Okay. Okay. So did you observe any erratic driving, swerving, speeding, traffic violations of that at all? I'm sorry?
No.
No. Okay. And so your interaction began with me after I had parked and exited the vehicle, correct?
My interaction with you.
When you made direct contact with me was after I already exited and parked the vehicle, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then when you approached me, were my keys on me or in the vehicle?
I believe you had your keys on you. I don't recall where your keys were at.
Okay. In your report, you indicated that the vehicle was running, correct?
We can review the video. I don't recall.
No, I'm in your written report. You stated that the vehicle was running in the parking lot.
Yes.
So, how did you notice the vehicle running? What were the indicators that let you know that my vehicle was running?
Ms. Jones, I don't recall the vehicle running.
You don't recall if it was running or
No.
not? But you wrote in your report that it was running.
Okay,
So you never seen me operate or enter or exit the vehicle, correct?
correct.
You never seen any traffic violations or erratic driving or any, you personally didn't see any of that, right?
That's correct.
And
Oh, Sparkle Pooch, just wait. When she testifies, one of the things she says is, "I'm going pro se because I'm going to take the LSAT and become an attorney. So this is practice for me." I'm like, "This is a DUI charge. This isn't what you practice on. Go get a speeding ticket and practice on that if that's your goal. Not a criminal charge. Good job."
you don't remember whether the vehicle was running or not?
No.
Okay. So you claim that I was stumbling and slurring my speech inside of the gas station, right?
Yeah.
And at what point did you notice this slurring of speech and stumbling?
In our normal conversation, even when I was observing the video, there were several times where I believe you were had slurred speech and mush mouth.
Before you made contact with me, did you observe any stumbling or slurred speech before you made
When
contact?
I saw you inside of Sheets, I assumed that you had been drinking.
And what brought you to that assumption?
So everybody else in Sheets is in there shopping. You were standing by in the middle on your phone, and you looked like you had been somewhat of a panic, I guess. I told the other officer, I think I said, if you can hear me in the video, I said it's probably going to be that blonde woman, something along those lines, before we ever made contact.
And I also heard in the video, I don't know if it was you or the other officer, assuming that I was grabbing a bite to eat. Was that you?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to put on the record that was incorrect. And so before you made contact with me, how long did you observe me?
Moments.
So in that small amount of time from the window, as you stated, you noticed that I was intoxicated or had been drinking just from that moment?
That began the investigation.
So from what you saw before you made contact is what began the investigation, the slurring and the stumbling from the window?
What began the investigation, Ms. Owens, was the call of a possible drunk driver going eastbound on East Main Street. That's going to be the start of it. So from the moment that we pulled into Sheets, the OBI investigation had begun.
Okay. So since you mentioned that, if the initial call from dispatch was for an OBI investigation, why did it take, so as I'm watching the video, it's crazy how when you're in the moment, you don't really feel how long time is, but why did it take so long for you to conduct the sobriety test after you made contact? Why was it so important to search the vehicle instead of figuring out if I was intoxicated or not?
So there's two elements to it. Is that there's an officer safety issue where I could have taken you off to the side and have done SFSTs, but we had another officer available. That officer that walks into the frame is Officer Lee. I was waiting for another officer to observe your SFSTs, and while Officer Shams conducted the search.
Okay.
That's not a bad question. Now it's in my head. Why did they search the car before they did field sobriety tests? Is that normal? Why is that seems backwards to me. You would search the car after she was under arrest, right? Not before the field sobriety test. I need a lawyer to answer that for me. Hopefully one's still hanging out. I know this is a long one tonight, guys. Yeah, it's a long one.
And so you stated that the open container was probable cause to search my vehicle.
That is correct.
As well as detain me.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. How many charges were on the initial citation?
I think the only thing that we charged you for was the OBI, and then the improper handling was also presented as well.
Okay, so on the initial citation, there is a total of 4 offenses, correct?
Well, it's the OBI refusal, right?
I'm looking at the citation that's written up, and it says it has a total of 40. This is from after the arrest.
Yeah, that's what happened. I forgot about the open container. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm having mush brain. If mush mouth is a thing, can mush brain be a thing?
It says that there's 4 total offenses. Let's skip that. Also on the citation, the complaint or stop happened at 12:13, correct?
That's pretty accurate.
Is that when you made contact with me?
So the call for service came in at a quarter after.
Okay.
Approximately, right? So we have the CAD report here to give you the exact. Is the first time of service is going to be, approximately a quarter after midnight. That is accurate.
So when there is a traffic stop, when you make contact with that individual, is that the time that's normally written on the citation? Is when you make contact, when you make the traffic stop?
It's kind of, I'm not exactly sure what you're asking me. Go ahead, ask me again. I'm sorry.
Because I'm trying to understand that how can a citation be written at 12:13 and the initial call came in at 12:13?
That's when the time of service. So that's when we're going to say that the investigation begun. But it's kind of irrelevant for this point. We have the time of call. I guess, and then we have the code 3 times. So those are the 2 times but it's mostly generated from the time that the call came in. So that's when essentially the police service was needed, right?
Right.
So that's when it began. It's kind of the semantics of it. I don't know what you're asking me.
Okay. So it's just a lot of discrepancies in this citation, like the 4 offenses. So I was first initially charged with open container. Why isn't that charge here with us today in this court?
I don't recall the charge of open container being issued to you. Was it issued by Officer Shams?
The open container is what is on record as being the probable cause for the search of my vehicle in the first place. Officer Shams stated that in the video, correct? That because of the open container, that gave him probable cause to search my vehicle, correct? Correct. So that whole 15 minutes or so we stood there while he searched the vehicle, what gave him probable cause to search it was an open container. That's what started the whole investigation after the dispatch call. So I'm asking, if that was the initial thing that started everything before you made contact, why am I not charged with that?
Okay. You just said 2 different things. You told me that you were charged with open container, and now you're asking me why you weren't charged with it. Are you saying you're asking me?
I'm asking if the open container was probable cause to search my vehicle, why am I not charged with it here today in court?
So we often use probable cause for searches, and you weren't unpleasant to deal with out there, okay? I mean, we have discrepancy on what we're allowed to charge with. The plates on your vehicle were also expired, right? So there could have been a laundry list of things that the officer has discrepancy on, these little things that we could have charged you with, but it's probable cause. We didn't have to charge you for it. It's documented, and that's it. We're not required to charge you for it.
So the open container was documented when you submitted your initial report?
Yes, it's documented.
Okay, because in the initial discovery that I received on May 22nd, there was not an open container documented in the initial report that I received from the prosecutor. Do you know why that it wasn't?
I have nothing to do with that.
You didn't. Okay, also in your report, you stated, wait, let's go to the search. So what led Officer Shams ain't here to speak for himself, but can you help us understand what led Officer Shams to search my trunk while you conducted the sobriety test?
Objection, Your Honor. That's irrelevant to why we're here today.
Your Honor, I like to say that it isn't, because if the open container was probable cause for them to search my vehicle for an OVI investigation, them searching my trunk went beyond the scope of an OVI investigation, and it violated my constitutional rights.
Okay, well, they're not presenting any evidence that came out of your trunk, according to Mr. King.
However, okay.
So if they would have found evidence in your trunk and wanted to present that at trial, then you could argue that, and we would.
So
have
even
that
the fact that.
But there's no evidence in your trunk, right? There's relevant to these charges that they're going to present.
In your report, you stated that I had agreed to take the breathalyzer, and once we got to the station, I refused. Is that correct?
Yes.
When did I agree to take the breathalyzer test?
I believe after I advised you in the cruiser that you said that you wanted to.
Okay. So once you place, I don't know how far this video goes, but once you place handcuffs on me and put me in the back of the car, you and Officer Shams had a discussion behind the cruiser. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Are you allowed to share in detail what that conversation was about?
We discussed the firearm in your trunk.
The firearm in my trunk?
Yes.
Did you ever bring that to my attention?
I don't recall.
You never brought that to my attention?
It was irrelevant to the part of to the OVI.
It was irrelevant.
To the
Objection, relevance. You're not charged with a firearm. You're only charged with an OVI. Why are you asking about the firearm? The judge just told you nothing that they found in the trunk. You're not being charged with anything. So yeah, if you think that it was an illegal search, file a civil suit. But you're not being charged with it. There's no point of arguing it here.
That's what you two were discussing.
That's correct.
So would it surprise you to know that the reason why, even if I did agree to submit to a breathalyzer, the reason why I might not have wanted to anymore because I heard you guys discussing something and didn't include me? Could that be possible?
Okay.
Your Honor, I'll object to any line of questioning about whether she did or did not refuse. That under State versus Parks is a decision for the trier of fact.
I don't think he can answer as to your state of mind about why you didn't refuse unless you told him why you refused.
Okay, thank you. My apologies. So once we got to the station, can you tell the court what was going on once we got back to Roseburg Police Department?
Objection, Your Honor. She's already placed under arrest here.
What it,
I don't see what the relevance is.
Officer misconduct.
Anything.
Officer misconduct, Your Honor.
What evidence are you seeking to exclude?
I'm seeking the whole OVI investigation. I'm trying to prove a point.
Well, we're here on a motion to suppress evidence. So if there was evidence generated from any of your interactions that was a result of unlawful conduct, then we can talk about that. So what evidence in this case are you seeking to exclude because of something that happened?
The whole contact, the sobriety, the field test, the night that I spent in jail needs to be accounted for because they reported in the CAD report a loaded 33, which escalated the firearm was not even loaded. And then they have in their report.
We're not here about the firearm. It's not going to be admitted into evidence in this case. Okay?
Yes.
So you don't have to worry about the firearm being talked about in this case. You're not charged with that in this court. And it's not relevant to whether you were operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs.
The entire search and seizure and the detention, my arrest,
Okay.
I want all of that thrown out because they had no probable cause to arrest me and detain me in the first place.
Okay, you can ask him questions about that if you like. Mr. King did already, and you're certainly welcome to question about those things.
So can you explain what an OVI charge is?
Driving under impairment.
Operating the vehicle while impaired, correct?
Yes.
And you stated that you never seen me enter or exit the vehicle, correct?
That's correct.
And it's correct that you don't remember or recall seeing the vehicle running at all, correct?
That's correct.
And you never seen any erratic driving, no traffic violations at all to corroborate the tip, correct?
That's correct.
Yes, but you admitted to driving to Sheets. Everything. I understand her line of questioning right now, but she's already admitted to driving. I don't understand where she's going with it though.
So in order to prove OVI, you have to prove operation, correct?
So you admitted to me that you were driving. I showed up there for a lawful reason because I was dispatched there from an eyewitness who gave her identity, which is relevant. Okay, so I responded to that call. You admitted to driving. Whether the vehicle is running, I don't remember because it's irrelevant. So that's essentially I think I'm answering what you're asking me. That's the problem. That's the probable cause that you were driving. You admitted that you were driving coming from Bradshaw's. And we had an eyewitness who gave her identity, her name and phone number, and gave it a witness account. That's
At
all
what
I
point,
needed.
so at what point did you learn that I was coming from Bradshaw's?
I think the first time you said it was when you're on the phone telling your girlfriend on the phone, right? Is that, hey, I was studying at Bradshaw's, and you said it, but you said it multiple times throughout.
I said it at 12:35,
Okay.
according to the video. Does
Prior-
that sound accurate?
Okay.
That
Prior to
statement-
that, I had asked you where you were coming from as well.
And what did I say?
I think you said your grandma's house the first time.
No, sir. Am I allowed to say, or can we go
No,
back to what I said?
you ask him questions and he answers, and then you ask another question. That's
Okay.
how it works.
Do you not recall me saying that I was coming from a location while I was studying?
You made multiple statements that are consistent with that, yes.
Okay. So, you claim that you, in your report and on the stand, that I had the smell of alcohol on me, correct?
Yeah.
In the video, did you notice that I was chewing gum?
Okay.
So from where did you?
You admitted it from your entire person. You smelled of alcohol and burnt marijuana as you smelled of it significantly.
Okay, Officer Shams, can I come back to this witness if I have to? I would like to testify.
Yeah, you have any other questions for him right now?
Not at this time,
Okay,
Your Honor.
Mr. King.
Forget about the open container. Based upon the call that you got that went through CAD and your initial contact with the defendant, would you have investigated an OVI?
Yes.
And have you ever responded to a vehicular crash as a result of being impaired by alcohol?
Many times.
Did you ever see that vehicle in motion?
No.
Nothing further.
I do have a question. So you said you noticed me slur speech from the window, correct? Right?
No.
You noticed me stumbling from.
I believe yes. I believe that you were uneasy on your feet as I looked in from sheets. Yes.
So as we watched the video from the time you all approached me up until he was conducting his search, as I was waiting for my lift and making calls, did you notice any stumbling as I was waiting?
As you were standing still.
As we were standing still?
No.
Did I seem like I didn't know the direction of where I was at, or did I seem coherent as if where I was coming from and where I was going and what was going on?
You asked me a yes and no question, and that can you please just ask me again?
Did my demeanor, as I was waiting, as you all searched my vehicle, did my demeanor as I stood there patiently and cooperative, was I sloppy?
Yes.
And
So
it's
you
like-
had a very difficult time following very, very basic instructions. You were cordial, but I don't think you had the ability to follow I asked you multiple times to stand on the sidewalk, and you weren't capable of doing it. That's if we talk about outside of signs out of the manual, right? Your inability to follow basic requests is yes. To answer your question, yes. Your demeanor it appeared to be impaired to me. Yes.
Okay, so on the way to transport, why was I transported to Licking County Jail?
Because you were arrested for OVI.
Is it normal, in those normal situations when an individual, as you said, is being cordial and cooperative, is it normal that they would be transported to the county jail?
Yes.
That's a normal?
It's 50-50 sometimes.
It's under your discretion, correct?
Yes.
So you just testified that it was under your discretion whether or not you all wanted to charge me with the open container because I was cooperative and respectful. You did use your discretion to drop the open container, correct?
It wasn't dropped. We didn't charge you with it.
You didn't charge me with it. So that was under your discretion.
Yes.
And it was also under your discretion, as you just stated, whether or not an OVI investigation, whether it leads to a night in jail or not, correct?
Yes.
So on this night in question, if I was cordial and cooperative enough for you not to charge me with the open container, why was I taking the county jail on an OVI if I was cooperative?
So oftentimes people, it's for multiple reasons, and I believe there was a lot of concern of you going back and trying to retrieve your vehicle in your current state.
So I have a.
So it is for your safety. I mean, it was really in your best interest.
It was in my best interest. So in your report, and along with the other officers, none of the other officers stated that I had made a statement that I was intending to get a lift and that my lift was outside. Correct? Did you mention that in your narrative?
I don't know.
You did
You
not.
have my narrative in front of you there.
Her two oldest are hitting the other one.
I'm sorry?
Your two older children are hitting your other child in the hallway.
Your Honor, here's his report. He said he doesn't remember. No.
Did you hear that? Her children are fighting in the hallway. Your two older children are hitting the younger one in the hallway, something like that. The bailiff has to go. Such a mess.
Nowhere in this report has any of you stated that I had a lift on the way.
Okay.
Correct? And that's exculpatory because that proves that I never intended to even drive off, correct?
Okay.
So, is that correct? If I stated, and it's on the video, and I stated that I never intended to leave, correct? So why would that be for my safety to take me to the
Your
county
Honor,
jail?
she was taken to jail. This exceeds the scope of my.
I don't see how it's relevant, Ms. Owens.
Because
You already arrested at that point, so there's.
it wasn't until I refused, which is my right to refuse the breathalyzer, that they presented a charge that caused me to go to jail. Officer Lee, who was not here for me to question, he even stated, I've never seen, do you recall Officer Lee stating at the RPD Police Department that I've never seen anyone go to jail on an OVI, it must be the firearm?
We take people to jail on OVIs all the time.
Do you recall Officer Lee stating that, Your Honor, may I request to see body cam 214?
He can answer the question.
I'm sorry?
He can answer your question.
Do you recall him stating that?
I do not. We take people to jail on OVIs all the time. It's very, very frequently.
So why wasn't, until after I was arrested, why wasn't the firearm charge mentioned until after I refused to take the breathalyzer? Why wasn't it
Yep. If you refuse, it's an instant 1 year suspension. And I don't think that even changes if you're found not guilty. Because what is it called? Complied consent? Is that what it is? Implied consent? Complied? I don't know. Something like that. But yeah, if you refuse when you're asked to do it, if you've been driving, then it's an automatic year suspension. This is a good time to catch up on super chats. I know Kimberly sent one a little bit ago. Wow, almost a half hour ago. Wow, I'm really late on this. Sorry, Kimberly. One classy chick with no boundaries. Yeah, that's where we're at. Wixom, thank you. See you August 7th. I have to get up at 7:30. Oh, for me to get up there at 8 o'clock, I have to leave by about 4:45. So I will be up probably about 3:15, 3:30. So I got you beat, man. I got you beat. No sympathy from me. But thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it, Wixom.
firearm charge brought up until after I refused
Ms.
it?
Owens, I don't see how that's relevant to anything. Can you explain?
It's relevant to a lot of misconduct and improper investigating, violation of my constitutional rights as far as
How are your rights violated?
because of improper search and seizure and detainment. They detained me for no reason and I had a mechanical issue. I was not.
He explained why he detained you. He believed you were under the influence.
Based off of uncooperated tip, Your Honor.
Well, and his personal interaction with you.
And that interaction was short before he detained me.
I understand that. You can ask him about those things. But he had already arrested you. Once you're after the arrest, there's not. I don't see how there's anything for us to talk about after the arrest, because you're challenging the arrest, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
I have no question.
Were there statements taken from you after the arrest as a result of something? Is that what you're trying to tell me, or?
No.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
There were attempts from the Reynoldsburg Police Department to contact me after arrest, after I stated that I wanted to be represented by an attorney.
Okay.
They made contacts to my friend, my family, and showed up to my mother's home in Licking County, Pataskla, outside of their jurisdiction, for me to retrieve property. And then I have voicemail. I have a whole defense exhibit list of them making voicemails to my phone, to my friend's phone. They showed up at my mom's house the same day Officer Shams wrote his report. 5 days later, that same hour, they went to my mom's house at 11:30 at night. They left voicemails for me to come pick up property between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. outside of the property room hours. I felt intimidated. I felt it was unnecessary. I felt it was intrusive, and it just reflects with how I was handled in this whole situation.
All right. You have any other questions for Officer Shively?
Not at this time, Your
Okay.
Honor.
You may step down.
Your Honor, we would move for introduction into evidence of plaintiffs 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Okay, what's 4 and 5?
4 and 5. 4 is the video. I'm sorry, I should have said that.
Yeah.
And 5 is the CAD report.
CAD, okay.
Yes.
All right. Any objection to those exhibits, Ms. Owens?
Cheshire, I really enjoyed that, the movie, Happy Gilmore 2. I really enjoyed it. I will say that I feel like if you weren't a big fan of the first one, you're not going to like the second one, which I guess is the sequel, so that goes without saying. But Happy Gilmore has has a cult following almost, where if you didn't watch it when it came out, you go back and watch it like, yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of funny, and then you watch the second one, you're not going to like it at all. But I absolutely loved it. It was well worth 2 hours that it was. Yeah, it was a good movie. I enjoyed it. Sorry, I just wanted to say that. I think you're the first person I've seen that said they've seen it besides me. So I just felt like I wanted to say that. Let's go.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll admit exhibits 1 through 5. Any other testimony, Mr. King?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Owens, did you want to testify today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Please take a stand.
Right up to the witness stand, take whatever you need with you.
Okay.
All right, and this is the most fun part of the whole trial. Not a trial, hearing. It's not a trial. I got caught calling it a bench trial when I was describing it to, like when I was talking to Hutch and Skeptic about this. I was like, yeah, I kept calling it a bench trial. It's not a bench trial. Got to stop that. Even though it seems like one, the witness. Like I've never seen a motion hearing like this where this is exactly what the bench trial is going to be. I don't know what's going to be different about it. Anyways, she's about to testify. I am caught up on Super Chats. Let's go.
Right up there to the witness stand, please.
Can you get my exhibits off of the stand?
Remain standing and raise your right hand. I need you to stand up, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is a motion to suppress hearing. This is not the trial. Even at the end of it, they'll talk about when the trial is. So yeah.
Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you should give in this case now being heard to be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God or under penalty of perjury.
I affirm.
Have a seat. State your full name, spell your last name.
Jessica Marie.
All right. You know, he's not asking them for their address.
WENS.
And state your full home address.
Oh, yep. I had to spoil it.
And what did you want to testify about today, Ms. Owens?
First of all, Your Honor, I would like to start with the context of why I was even out that night. On Sunday, April 20th, I live with my grandmother, and she has dementia. She woke up in the middle of the night and claimed that there was noise coming from the computer. I used this computer to study as I was going to school. This is my last semester. I had finals exams coming up. I used this computer area to study and to focus on my work. And this Sunday, my grandma had an episode and claimed that there was noise coming from the computer, and she told me to leave her home. So on Monday, I applied for a home, and I had to make a decision about where I was going to live and how I was going to move forward at the end of the school year. On Tuesday, I had class, and I had to study for my exam. I did not feel comfortable on my grandmother's computer any longer. The best time for me to study is at night when my kids are asleep. So once I got my children to bed at approximately 10:30 at night, I decided to step out elsewhere to go study. To make the night more productive, I decided to stop at a local bar named Bradshaw's. I am acquainted with the owner, Eric Bradshaw, and I'm also acquainted with his wife, Miss Karen. And they both wanted me to check out their Tuesday night karaoke's as I was petitioning to pick up a bartending part-time job in the summer. Since I was going to have to move into my own house, I needed to find a second income after school. So I decided to visit a place that I've never been before just to see how it was and get some homework done. So killing two birds with two stones. I showed up to Bradshaw's a little before 11 a.m. I ordered 1 round of drinks. I stayed in one corner.
She ordered 1 round of drinks, and she's killing 2 birds with 2 stones. I mean, she's got 2 arms. I mean, if you throw them at once, it's kind of the same saying, right? Yeah, nah, I don't know.
With all of my notebooks out, and I studied. I had the 1 round of drinks. I spectated the karaoke. I got acquainted with the bartender, and I got acquainted with the karaoke DJ. I did 1 song before I closed out, and I left Bradshaw's approximately 12 a.m. As I started my vehicle, I began to drive eastbound on Main Street to head to my home in Pataskla. As I approached the Rose Hill intersection, I noticed that the PSI on my tire was at 17. I have made it on a lower PSI to a gas station before, so I figured I can make it somewhere, maybe the Kroger gas station. I had to calculate in my mind the closest location where there was guaranteed air and also guaranteed Wi-Fi. I do not do mobile service. As I stated in the video, I have been now since the end of 2024 mobile service free, and I use local Wi-Fi's and people's hotspot to make phone calls like we did with payphones. So in my internal GPS, I knew the safest location for me to get with guaranteed Wi-Fi and possibly air to put in my tire is the Sheets on Main and Taylor. So I'm on Rose Hill and Main Street looking at my PSI go down. As I get to Wagner Road and Main Street headed eastbound, my PSI got down to the single digits. So at this point, I am maintaining my lane, and I am hoping that I'm very careful because I do not want to bend my rim. I can handle the stress of a flat tire, but having to purchase a rim would have been too much for me to bear at that moment. So the whole time I am driving and praying and maintaining a steady pace to make sure that I do not add any damage to my tire. That is why in the video, I told him I need to connect to the Wi-Fi. My mechanic asked me to send a picture of the tire because I was worried that it was flat. When the officers saw me walking around the Sheets, I wasn't looking to get anything to eat. I wasn't just wandering around. I was making contacts with my mechanic. As I told Officer Shively in transport, my mechanic was right across the street. So it was just very convenient. I backed in very safely. I backed in very straight. I made a very unimpaired decision to get somewhere safe and not just pull over in an unlit area without guaranteed Wi-Fi. I was hoping an officer would see my hazards on in case I didn't make it to Sheets, but I made it. So when I finally made it to Sheets, I went into the restroom and I started to use the restroom, but I didn't have my sanitary napkins with me because I was on my cycle. So I said, my lift is not too far away, I can hold it. So I just held it and I washed my face off. My eyes were dry because at the time I had on cosmetic contacts. So I had to put water on my eyes because my eyes were dry because I've been up since 6 a.m. So any assumption of bloodshot eyes could have been from the dry contacts that I had in my eyes that evening after midnight. So as I walked out of the restroom, That's when I was approached by officers, and they asked me to stop. I was very cooperative, and I did not get nervous until it began to escalate and my lift started pulling up, my grandma was calling, and then it started escalating, and I knew I wasn't doing anything wrong. So, and the statement that the witness made about my vehicle being on the sidewalk, that is not true. I have no frontal damage. I didn't have any rim damage. I was able to get that vehicle repaired the very next day with just the tire. The rim didn't even bend. So there was no damage to my vehicle. I made sure that I maintained my lane because I did not want to bend my rim. And so that's to explain why I was out and how the narratives that the officers and the witness presented was false and inaccurate.
Anything else you'd like to say?
None at this time.
Okay. Mr. King?
No.
Okay. You may step down.
Thank you. Can I also say something about the officer's conduct?
Go ahead.
Post-arrest? I believe that it was very inappropriate for the officers to reach out to me after I asked to speak to an attorney for me to retrieve property. There are things that were written in their reports as far as loose rounds and marijuana grinders that was written in a report that was not in evidence. And those type of things made me very uncomfortable for them to reach out to me personally to try to call and reach out to my family. Officer Shively, the reason why he had my mom's number and my friend's number, because I believe he felt some type of conviction on the transport to the jail. And on the way to the jail, him and I sing Journey, Don't Stop Believing, because he realized I'm a coherent person. I was not impaired. And then once we got to the Licking County Jail, he allowed me to make 2 very important phone calls so that I can get my kids to school. And I did that off of memory. When I got to the jail, they asked me if I needed my phone to make a call, and I said no, because it's all up here. That is not the actions of a person impaired or not well enough to drive. And I was well aware of what was going on around me, and I did not feel comfortable with cooperating with them with the breathalyzer because of everything else how it was escalating. And I know I did not commit a traffic violation. And I'm 40 years old. I've never been to jail. Also, Your Honor, I have a driver on payroll. I don't know if we're doing the defense exhibits and things going on like that, but I have a driver on payroll, and these are receipts of prior to the arrest and after, where on the days where I plan to be impaired, I pay someone to pick me up. I am a responsible drinker and a responsible driver. I'm a proud graduate of Patasko Driving Academy. Transportation is everything. I have a disabled daughter out there, and I will not jeopardize our livelihoods, my final examination, and my kids' school life just to have a drink. I am very responsible in my actions, and the prejudicial assumptions they made about me based off of how I was dressed. He even said by looking at me and it's in Officer Shan's report that because of what I had on, it looked like I came from a club. I thought I was party at the bottom, business on top, because I threw a blazer on there. But other people judging me caused me to have this on my record. I've been an employee of the airport for 13 years, and I have a security clearance badge. That was revoked. The apartment that I applied for got denied because the felony popped up. I have too much in my life to be going on to be getting felonies or any type of charges, and I have plans on taking the LSAT to go to Capital Law School in 2026 so that I can't. That's why I wanted to represent myself pro se, because I need to exercise what I want to practice, and it's unfair. And I think I know the Constitution and the laws and your procedures are meant to be followed to the letter so that things like this don't happen to innocent people. There were other things going on in the county that could have been handled besides detaining me when I had no intention to drive. The vehicle was not running. A lift was on the way. The officers never saw me driving. They never seen me driving erratically, and the tip that came in was uncorroborated. They did not see what she saw, so them walking up on me like that was unconstitutional. And that's all I have to say for right now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let me step down. Mr. King, anything in closing today?
This is a suppression hearing, Your Honor, not a trial. We believe that we have established probable cause for everything that was done, and we rest on the evidence.
Okay. Ms. Owens?
Yep, you heard it. She wants to go to law school. She wants to practice what she said. She wants to practice I don't remember how she said it. Exercise what she practice what she exercised, something like that. I don't know.
Yes, sir.
Anything in closing about your motion?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe this case isn't a matter of whether or not I drink. It's a matter of whether or not the Constitution was being followed. If I was given a fair shot, that the officers used rightful discretion to see that I was a threat, and they did not. I just wanted to tell a real quick story, and I won't take no more of the court's time. But on April 23rd, when I was leaving Licking County Jail, my mother got into a fender bender on the way into Pataskala. And the responding officers came, and immediately I had anxiety because I'd never been to jail, and just what happened to me just traumatized me, I guess, because I felt the way I felt when the officers pulled up. Nonetheless, this Pataskala officer walked up to my mom's car, and he looked at me. He said, "Hey, you're the lady with the purse on the back of your car." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah, how you doing, officer?" Me and that officer had an encounter a summer ago, and I had drove off, and my purse was hanging on the back of my car, and I was on the phone with Pataskala Dispatch, but I was driving a bit erratically. I was actually operating the vehicle. I was going left to center. I was swerving because I was using my headlights to find my purse that fell off the trunk. And as I'm on the phone with dispatch, I said, I know I'm a really lucky person because somebody will find it and turn it in, but if you find, I'm describing it. And he said, "Ma'am, are you driving a white Acura with the license plate accuracy?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "There's an officer behind you that just called you in for an OVI, and he says your purse is hanging on the back of your vehicle." And he said, "Well, you say you was a lucky person." I pulled over right away, jumped out my car, and my purse was hanging back there. That officer had every right to I was really showing signs of impairment, but a reasonable, just person that's not being prejudicial would take the time to assess the situation and see, hey, she may be swerving, but she might not be drunk. Her eyes might be bloodshot, but it might just be her contacts. She might be wobbly a little bit, but she might just be nervous. And get to know an individual before you arrest them. And I believe that Officer Shively, the reason why he's the only one here is because he got to know me on the way to that jail, and he felt bad, and that's why he reached out to my family, because he know that wasn't all the way to the letter. The gun charge didn't stand, the open container didn't stand, because the officers never had any probable cause to walk up to me in the first place. And so I submit to the court to please just give me the opportunity to just have this taken off of my record, have this evidence thrown out, because I made a mistake, they made a mistake. But at this time, I do not deserve to be labeled as a criminal. I want to have like a good relationship with local law enforcement, because I intend to work with local law enforcement as I pursue my education. So I just think this was just a case of misunderstanding, a little bit of misconduct, a few mistakes, but for the most part, I'm not a criminal. I was not impaired that night, and I should have never had any of these charges on me. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I'm looking at your motion here.
All right, she said that's it. There's still about 5 minutes left of this video. How much more of that? How much of the 5 minutes do you think she spends talking?
Your grounds for suppression were no reasonable suspicion to detain you. I'll overrule that objection. There was and also no evidence of an operation. So they had a witness that testified. She witnessed you operate the vehicle. Officer Shively testified you admitted to operating the vehicle. Based on the driving and his personal contact with you, there was reasonable suspicion to give you field sobriety tests. Mr. King, is there evidence from the search that's going to be admitted into evidence?
No, Your Honor. I mean, she's right. She was never charged. That would be a criminal charge that we didn't file to my.
Well, you said something about marijuana.
Just her admission, but Nothing that was found.
Nothing was
No.
found is going to be
No.
evidence, so.
Your Honor, may I say something,
Yeah.
please? In the discovery, there is 9mm rounds that are not documented in evidence. There is a marijuana grinder that was mentioned in the narratives, but not documented in evidence. There
Okay,
was
so they're not going to introduce that at trial. They're not going to talk about those things at the trial. And those are the only things that would have come from the search that would have been, that I would have ruled they can't, assuming I ruled in your favor on that issue, that they wouldn't admit at trial. So there's no evidence to suppress. It sounds like the open container was viewed without searching the vehicle. It was in plain view. So that would be admissible, that you had an open container. So for those reasons, I'll deny your motion. The last issue was a felony. You're concerned with the felony, but there's no felony issues in this
But
matter.
the felony charge that was brought upon me caused stress in my life,
Yeah.
into my family.
That charge got dismissed, or is it still pending?
I'm sorry?
Was it dismissed, or is it still pending?
They
Or
dismissed
didn't
it.
it get filed, or what happened?
Right,
They didn't file it.
no.
Okay. All right.
But the reason why they came about, my rights were violated. They improperly searched according to the case law about searching a vehicle.
Right, so they can't admit any evidence based upon the firearm, anything like that. They're not going to use that evidence in this case. And frankly, that wouldn't be relevant to this case, even if they got it legally. Having a firearm in your trunk has nothing to do with whether you're operating the vehicle under the influence. Okay. All right. I'll journalize that decision here, and we'll get a trial date set. I would encourage you to speak to an attorney, though. You're still welcome to apply for one if you can't afford one, okay? All right. Anything else today?
I left my water up there.
Yeah, you can get that before you go. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, I didn't think that was ever going to end. Oh, that's it. That's all I got. Oh, man. That was a long one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I do appreciate it. Biggin, thank you for the raid. Again, thank you. The super chats, membership milestones. What am I missing? Gifted memberships. Thank you. Vic, thank you so much for the Venmo. You guys are awesome. Mods, as always, you guys are awesome. Yeah, that's it. Let's see. It's Sunday night. There's probably no one to raid, but I will double check real quick. Probably just call it a night. Let's see. No live or upcoming content from your subscriptions. I've never seen that. It's absolutely nothing. Not even a stream scheduled for tomorrow. All right. You guys have a great night. Again, thank you. You guys are awesome. I will see you tomorrow for Members Monday. Yeah. Where do you keep? Hold on. Damon, thank you so much for the super chat. Where do you keep finding these cases? Makes me love my job that much more. This is Licking County, Ohio. So yeah, you can jump on there and watch them all day like I do. But that's where it is. That's where I find this courthouse at, Licking County. But yeah, I spend a lot of time going through courts every day, try to find the cases that you guys would enjoy. All right, you guys are awesome. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Until next time, bye. Oh, it'll help if I. Oh, here's my outro.